I know it takes a second or two for my screen to clear up for some reason, but I am looking at something that makes me very happy, and by now you can probably see it as well. And that is Flux stone. I finally found some Flux stone. Actually, I found 2 layers of it, so the steel industry is about to kick off. Also, I have my pit with a bridge to be closed, so I've got that area set as the pit area, so I can toss some goblins and specifically some Dralthas. I'm not going to try to pit those. I have a feeling they'd escape, but so I'm just going to build their cages down here and let them loose with the lever. But regardless, I have a pit that is being smoothed. I just like having fancy pits, so I'm going to go ahead and let them smooth it before I use it. But the pit's there, pretty much complete, and there is the Flux stone. So good old SeizurePla is about to really kick off. Anyway, I don't have a whole lot more to show. Building some roof slash floor up here. But I'm sure you're all sick of castle building. So anyway, I'm going to take a little break and be back in a little while. So I had a request to go through the artifacts that have been made so far. So I'm going to do that real quick. I believe I have mentioned on Shosh the Meditations of Wielding, also known as my front door, the horsebone door. So this is a horsebone door. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It's decorated with horsebone. On the item is an image of Quathary Blossom Clashes, the elf, and Sish Night Tunneled, the Crypt of Burials, the Horned Troll, and Highwood. Sish Night Tunneled of the Crypt of Burials is striking down Quathary Blossom Clashes. Artwork relates to the killing of the elf Quathary Blossom Clashes by the Horned Troll Sish Night Tunneled, the Crypt of Burials, in the Jungle of Torches in 192. Man, that was tough. My tongue was twisting all over the place. Okay, so this ruby bucket I used to make a well. So in case you're wondering what's happened to a lot of this stuff, this was used to make a well. Currently has water in it. Handle is made from ruby. That's a pretty simple one. Nothing too crazy. This amulet was made relatively recently. I just had quite a run of artifacts, so this is a quartzite amulet. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. On the item is an image of dwarves in quartzite. The dwarves are laboring. That's pretty. Relates to the foundation of SeizurePla by the cloudy gears of the anvil of laboring in the early spring of 252. On the item is an image of Simo, renowned monk, the human, and telling furbores, the autumnal wasp of Hyde. The forest relates to the killing of the human Simo, renowned monk by the forest titan, telling furbores, the autumnal wasp of Hyde. On the item is an image of diamonds and red zircon. I'm not sure where the image of diamonds would come from, although I did find whatever that blue stone is that's supposed to show that diamonds are around, so maybe there's diamonds down there and I just didn't notice. So this bone spear was very recently made and is the only reason I'm considering making a melee squad right now, just to have an awesome groundhog bone spear called the Veil of Flesh. Sebstra R. This is a groundhog bone spear. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with sphalerite, studded with iron, decorated with groundhog bone, and encircled with bands of marble. I must use my marble block. This object is adorned with hanging rings of smoky quartz and menaces with spikes of lapis lazuli and marble. So, on another note, somebody pointed out that I had requested marble blocks, which I realized I was actually doing, so anyway, it doesn't really matter too much now since I finally did find Flux, but that was pretty dumb. But luckily it's not going to bite me in the ass too bad. And then this mechanism was the last one. this was made really recently as well. So nothing. I really didn't get a whole lot of really valuable stuff. Sphelerite mechanism, all craft stores of the highest quality, is decorated with sheep wool and encircled with bands of sphelerite. This object is adorned with hanging rings of sphelerite and menaces with spikes of sphelerite and alder. On the item is an image of kobold bulbs and gigantic panda leather. So nothing really relates to anything that I've done on my fort, except for maybe the one where they were building stuff, because that's pretty much what I've done. Dwarves laboring. There's only been a couple casualties. I was kind of hoping there'd be some Dralthas images on them or something. I really hadn't looked at them, but no such luck. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and mine out some Flux stone. Everybody that wanted to be dwarfed so far has. Actually, I guess I could just do a quick rundown of that as well. So we've got Basher Bash, which is a legendary miner. And he would actually, he had a mood. He was the one that created that spear, so should probably get him back to doing what he does. Let's see. I thought I had another mason. Legendary mason, did I? Huh. Well. So we've got Emo Cade, who is our gem cutter and setter. Everybody knows about Friendship, our broker slash legendary stone crafter. Raptor Jesus, legendary carpenter. Had to do it. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not... Chrysophrase. Our legendary bone carver. That was one of the first guys I dwarfed, actually. Nanobots, our head doctor. Seems like some of these, yeah, this guy should have been named something, because I just... Shoot. The ones I didn't save, I guess. Well, I take all this back. I'm going to have to go back through this, because all the doctors are taken, and yeah, I know somebody got named after a legendary mason, so I'm gonna have to go back through. Somehow it got lost, and I really don't know how, but anyway, so I guess I'll go back over that later. Anyway, everybody that asked to was done at one time, and I'm gonna go back through and do it again, so if anyone else wants to be, there's still a ton of dwarves available, so just let me know. I'm going to get back and get those guys redwarfed and then carve out some Flux. So I realize I haven't done really like a Fortress update on stocks in a little while, so figured I'd just do that. Well, nothing's really going on, so that's the main page. Currently a little bit over 5 million in created wealth, so getting up there. Have a total of 83 dwarves. I'm not sure where it comes up with 15 farmers, but I guess that counts cooks and brewers and stuff too. So anyway, I've officially got 8 Marks dwarves now, so hopefully we can move into the elite Marks dwarves area there pretty soon. As far as my metal goes, looks like I'm still doing pretty good on iron bars. Got a ton of copper bars, and I should start making some cages or something with those. I kind of forgot about that I had so much copper. Starting to make pig iron now, and so next step is steel. Got more than enough coke. Holy crap, I have a lot of coke. Yeah, so coming along pretty nicely. I just got done trading with the humans. Just traded a bunch of my stone crafts for basically a lot of wood and food. And so human diplomat's somewhere. He's running around in here, but haven't actually met with him. When I opened the door for the diplomats, a couple of skeletal badgers tried to run in and got chopped to pieces, so that was kind of satisfying. Other than that, I'll just kind of go through the fort again. Most of you've probably seen this 100 times, probably getting really sick of it. Nothing really changes on these levels. I've got my tombs pretty much full. Haven't assigned any of the specialized tombs yet. I've got some gold statues and stuff to put in one if I ever find a dwarf worthy of it. I've got my stone smoothers working on smoothing and engraving now, since I've got some legendary engravers. And I'm about to set up my second squad, which is going to be another squad of Mark's dwarves. It's just too nice being able to fire from these fortifications, so I'm going to do some ballista operators and stuff here in a little bit. I've got a guy working on some catapult parts for training, so that's coming up. Noble's quarters, I'm starting to outfit a third one. Looks like they're starting to get engraved, which is cool. And the pit, which I kind of went over already, still getting smoothed out. Doesn't look like too much has happened. That green ore, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this, but that's nickel, and that's really good for pipes, because it's not really good for anything else. So then you go all the way down here, and that's where you find my Flux stone mine, which, while I'm looking at it, I'm going to mine a little bit more. So, yeah, coming along pretty nicely. Still really nothing exciting to watch, I'm sure, but that's what I've got going right now. Like I said, next order of business is get a second Mark's Dwarf squad. Finally get my mill up, since I never managed to do that because I just keep getting distracted with other stuff. So I'm going to do that soon. I'm constantly on job cancellation duty. These guys are 2 floors above and they get scared of a zombie, look like a rabbit. Like, man up, dwarves. Dwarf up, dwarves. Damn it. So yeah. I'll start this back up if anything awesome happens. So I'm setting up my second Mark's Dwarf squad, and I was thinking I might just show how to do this. Who knows? Maybe somebody out there watching doesn't know. So anyway, these are archery targets, which you build just like you'd build a wall, kind of. You hit B, capital A. So you just build it, and you build it out of whatever kind of stone or whatever you want to build it out of. So anyway, once you've got them built, you just go ahead and select. You have to do these. That's one thing about archery targets. It's not like most things, where if you do one in a room, it does all the things in a room. Kind of like if you do like one bed in this room, it makes the whole room a barracks. That's not how archery targets work. So anyway, you go to one that isn't already set up. I guess I should have showed building them too, because you actually have to orient, whatever. You have to make sure that you've got them set up correctly. So in this case, I have them shooting from top to bottom, and this one up here, I have them shooting from bottom to top. So you just kind of got to pay attention when you're building them. And that's the WADS for making sure you're facing the right direction when you shoot. So anyway, go ahead and hit R. Spread it out. This is how far away they're going to shoot from. And then you go down, add whichever squad you want. Actually, that's really funny because I haven't set the shooting direction on these, so that's good. So go ahead and train, and I want them to shoot from top to bottom. It's a good thing I checked that, because that would have been awkward trying to shoot from left to right. So anyway, so that's, you probably can't tell, but I'm hitting the button to change it. So I'll do it one more time because I got one more left. So you go ahead and, in this case, you hit W from top, or wait, D, nope, S, there we go, shit. Okay, S for top to bottom, and assign it to these guys, hit T for train. So that's how you set up an archery range. it was, when I first learned to do it a long time ago, it was pretty complicated, so just thought I'd throw that in there just in case anyone was wondering. So I'm about to build a windmill and whatnot, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off again. I just thought I'd throw that in there. I figured I might as well do another brief little show and tell kind of thing, because another thing that people might not realize how to really work are windmills. So anyway, I'm in the process of building one. I just thought I'd go through kind of how to set it up. So this right here is called a gear assembly. So you go B for build, capital M for mechanical, and then G for gear assembly. So that's kind of, I mean, it's pretty much what it sounds like. It's a gear, but it's also kind of what in Dwarf Fortress, it's kind of like a joint, and it's also, I don't know, anytime, like, okay, maybe I can explain this a little better. This O here is a vertical shaft, which you make with wood. Oh boy, Tron359 taken by a Fey Mood. Another artifact coming up, hopefully. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that guy. So anyway, that's a vertical shaft, and it connects straight down to the gear assembly. So a windmill, the power comes out the bottom center of it. Tron's got a workshop. So you set up the windmill, and then you're going to power your power is coming down out below it. So I've got a vertical shaft running from the windmill down to this gear assembly. Now I can do a couple things. I can build a shaft off this gear assembly. So capital M. I can do horizontal axle, or I can put another gear assembly next to it, which gear assemblies take 5 power and axles only take 1, so you don't really want to use a lot of gear assemblies unless you have to. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up my mill right next to it. So and with that, whoops, I always forget what it is. Millstone, or capital M. So I can set up my, actually I'm going to make a little shaft running off it just because it looks kind of neat. So set up my mill there, and actually that looks like a, oh, actually that's a pretty good use for an artifact and a millstone. It'll make people happy when they use it. So build your millstone, and then in this case what I'm going to do, I could have built the millstone right next to the gear assembly, but just for fun I'm going to go ahead and build a horizontal axle there. So horizontal axle is exactly what it sounds like. It's an axle that runs sideways, not up through Z levels, and you want to make sure when you're placing them that you make sure they're running the correct direction. So right now it's defaults to east-west, so that's good. And when you're doing a lot of them, it's kind of like building a wall. So if I wanted to build an axle that long, I could build it like that, but I'm just going to build one. I'm just going to connect it to my little millstone. So that's built by a mechanic. So that's how to set up a windmill, and then that lets you process foods, lets you build like dwarven syrup. There's a lot of things you can do with it. So anyway, I just figured I'd throw that in. The windmill is also built through the same menu, so B, capital M, and then just M. Like I said, you just want to make sure that you build it over a hole, because the power comes out of this square below it. So that's why I have the shaft running down and then to the gear assembly and over. So that'll transfer however much power. The other thing about windmills that you never know until you build one is how much wind power you're going to get, if any. So I could either get 40 wind power, 20 wind power, or none. There could be no wind on this map, and this could all be masturbation, because it ain't going to work, but we'll see here in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on building that, but I figured I might as well throw that in just in case somebody doesn't know how to build a windmill. See you in a bit. It's probably a little late now, but just missed capturing a pretty awesome run. So here's Tron. who's running for, I guess, probably something that one of the caravans left. He's still trying to make his artifact, but he just ran through a whole herd of skeletal badgers, which have proven to be pretty tough, but I stuck my both of my Marksdorf squads up there, and he came running out. I saw him doing it, but I wasn't really sure where he was going to go. But anyway, he came running out here. Marksdorfs are up here, and there's all these badgers. They see him, they start running towards him, and then it's just a hail of bolts, and they're killing him just as he gets through it. He runs through. I think there's one left somewhere, but anyway, Tron, he's single-minded. He ran right through him. I wouldn't be surprised if he took some damage, actually, because he was actually really close to them. No, he dodged, I guess. I really wish I would have caught that, and he really just wanted a bone, so... Huh. Well, anyway, I didn't catch it, but I at least wanted to share it, because it was pretty awesome. And hopefully that gives him what he needs, and I'll get another artifact out of the deal. So, gonna cut off again. So this is my first official Forgotten Beast. It is the Forgotten Beast Ulu, a gigantic quadruped composed of salt. It has spiral shell and it has a gaunt appearance. So what that tells me is that it doesn't have a ranged attack, because it would mention dust or spit, and I kind of doubt it can fly, so that's not a bad deal. Could be worse. Looks like he popped into the second cavern, which is kind of weird. At least it's showing me the second cavern, so I'll have that to deal with. I really want to catch myself a giant cave spider here relatively soon, so I guess I'll be dealing with Ulu when I go to do that. I also busted into the third cavern layer while I was mining my marble. Look at all that marble. Oh, that's great. So here's the third cavern layer. You guys are seeing it at the same time I am. Well, I guess we're not going to see much anything. Looks like there's some water at the bottom. Well, we'll have to explore that later. So yeah, first Forgotten Beast, official Forgotten Beast. My windmill has power of 20, so this map, any windmill I make will contribute 20 power. Now the total power needed is what it takes to power everything I've got, so it's 1 for this vertical shaft, 5 for this gear assembly, 6 for another vertical shaft, so that's 7, so millstone must take 10, I guess? I wasn't really sure how much a millstone took, so, but anyway, that's just kind of how it works. Now if I unpause, you'll see this is what it looks like when it's powered. It like pulses, so that's how you know something's powered. Chestnut Scepter, way to go, Tron359, Cheesemaker. You're not actually a cheesemaker. Actually, now you're probably legendary something. Let's see if Tron is... What happened here? Where are you at there, Tron? Tron359 is now a legendary woodcrafter, which... Good for you, man. Well, I guess you can make bolts. You weren't really doing anything before, you were making cheese, so... And I do need another soldier, so... Well, I guess, yeah, another thing I should mention. While I was out here building this windmill, I was keeping my dwarves protected with my A squad and skeletal badgers. Damned skeletal badgers came, and of course a couple of the dudes went running in, wielding their crossbows as hammers. So this carnage right here was the result, and I lost 2, so now I have 2 squads of 8. One of which is relatively well trained, and the other is a complete greenhorn newbie squad. But with my defenses should be alright, especially once that guy tears that stair down and everyone gets back inside. So, not too horrible. It's just, it sucks losing dwarves, man. It happens though. I'm sure after this fortress goes on for a little while longer, that whole thing's gonna be full, so I kinda wanna do like golden doors. I think I'm gonna do some golden doors. Do I even have any gold left? I should. I haven't used a ton of it. Yeah, I got tons. Gold door. Make me like 6 of those so that I have the option. My poor manager, he's definitely getting bogged down. I've got a lot of I use my manager a lot. It's just so easy. Instead of looking for, you know, whatever workshop happens to be open. Okay, it's time to close this. I've got enough dwarves out wandering around. Come back in here. Just get in here. I'm gonna have to. I don't care about the duck. I think he's the last dwarf that's out, so. Once he's in, I don't want to fling him out. Alright. You're forcing me to do this. Whatever's out here that you want so bad, you're SOL, because it ain't happening. Now get back inside. So we'll go ahead and close up, and that should be the end of our outside shenanigans, at least for a little while. Hopefully no one gets... Yep, that duck... Oh! I thought he was going to get flung. If something's standing on a drawbridge when it shuts like that, it'll fling up, but... no such luck. I wouldn't mind getting a stupid pet duck flung out. Save me a little bit on pathing, but no such luck. I'm sure it'll die to a groundhog or something out there. What are those, regular ones or skeletal regular ones? I've had a lot of skeletal macaques recently, and they're pretty damn tough. But just regular ones this time. If they come near the fort, I might try to pick them off and get some meat, because I still haven't made any soap. I haven't had tallow in a long time. My cooks went ahead and cooked it, and that's the last I've had. I'm kind of tempted to go out and kill these guys right now, but after my little badger experiment, I think I'm going to shoot from the safety of the fortifications. Let's mine a little bit more marble. That stuff's going quick, because we are making a lot of steel, which is awesome. Lots of steel bars being made, so shoot, did I forget to set? I don't know, I check this from time to time and I didn't see. That must have, where the hell did I get a giant tiger? That must have been from picking up off the caravans that got killed. Saltwater crocodile? Holy shit, those things are super tough. Hell yeah. I might use him. I might put him in a pit somewhere, actually. Damn, I should have looked at this earlier. I have a freaking saltwater crocodile? That deer, I can just butcher him. That might give me some tallow too, so. Wow, that is pretty neat. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with him, because those are super tough, so. I'm about ready to kill my Dralthas, so that'll give me some tallow as well. Even my named Draltha Zeglanod. It'd be neat if they were more aggressive, because then I'd make some kind of pit with that guy, because they're super strong, but it's kind of not worth it, so. Anyway, apparently I have a saltwater crocodile. Kind of like a golden chain. I'd love to set him right there, somewhere at the entrance. I had a giant tiger too, so Actually, maybe he can be the one that greets people here. Anyway, I'll think about it for a little while. So just gonna mine some more marble for a little while and get my steel industry up and going. And that'll probably prompt me to turn one of my March Dwarf squads into a melee squad, which is what they seem to want to be anyway, since they charge in like lunatics trying to bash people over the head with crossbows. But yeah, I won't put you through. Oh crap! Dang it! I was gonna slaughter that thing. I didn't realize they starve to death in cages, but they obviously do. Dang it! Oh well. Anyway, gonna cut it off. I'll be back in a little while. Okay, so here's another little milestone for this fort. I'm going to go ahead and pit my Dralthas, sick my Marks Dwarves on them, kill them, and use their meat, because the time has come. I don't have a whole lot else going on. So Kimberlite's the one that shows that there's diamond around, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think I've actually found any. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I was thinking about that earlier. So we're going to go ahead and pull this lever to close that bridge. And that should go up shortly. And then we're going to pit our Dralthas and kill them. I think you can. I hope I can pit these things. I'm pretty sure I can. Shouldn't be a problem. So capital P for pit. Go on down to my Dralthas and toss those bastards in there. Don't let them loose now. We've had enough problems. Shouldn't be a problem though. I was wrong. They sometimes they can still pit them though. They just gotta grab them. So looks like no one's been hurt yet. Still got one Draltha running around. Just grab that bastard and throw him in there. There we go. That was a little hairy there for a minute, but got him pitted. So I'm going to sick my Marks Dwarves on them. I guess the best way to do that would be to actually just set them to kill them, I guess. I'm going to give the honor to the good group of archers. We'll let the noobs keep practicing on stationary targets. And after this, I think I might throw in the goblins, but I really want I wanted to see these damn Dralthas die. And I figured now is the time. I could really use the meat. I need the tallow. I think they'll have tallow. I need the tallow for soap. I still have no soap, so hopefully my Marks Dwarves are heading down here. They're certainly not going to have any luck shooting from anywhere else but right here. If they're not here in a minute, I'll just force move them. Come on, fellas. I guess I could just make a burrow for them to guard as well, and that would work. Oops. Burrow 4. Not quite, but whatever. So I will make it there, and then let's change to non-painting for a second. Pit. Fortifications. Cool. That should also work. So, did I have it paused this whole time? No, I don't think I did. Let's just change their schedule here for a second. So I changed them to train 6 minimum instead of 8, which head on down. I want all of you there. Copy. I'm not sure what time of year it is. The humans have been and gone, so it's probably getting pretty close to autumn, but I don't know if the Dralthas count as a threat. We'll have to see. That should get them down here, though. There they go. See any bolts flying? Shoot. Well, while you're here, I guess I could just forge iron crossbow. Are you on crack? Cop canceled that forever ago. I'm still getting notifications from a long time ago. That's what happens when I start lagging. It's really annoying. Okay, so we're gonna try this now that, whoops, yeah. Now that they're standing there, go ahead and shoot at them. Yay, there we go. Kill those fuckers! Oh, they're smart, they're hiding behind the pillar. I guess that's how you get a name as a Dralthas. Oh, got one. That's a very inconvenient place for you guys to be hiding. Uh-oh. Now what? That must be the dwarves. Where are they? Oh, they're there. That is the dwarves. Hold on, fellas. I'll lower the gate for you. Should I make him come in through the highway, the upper route, just to be neat? I haven't used that one. I've been using the lower one. My little guys are practicing shooting their catapults to trains there. So let's, facing down, fire at will. Oh man, actually not right now. I really don't want you to hit the caravan. That would be awkward. Welcome to SeizurePla. Here's a rock to the face. That's a lot of idlers. Something that's odd. Something's up. Why do I have that many idlers? I got a dead Draltha. I might have to carve this out a little bit so that they can shoot down there, because this isn't working. Just in the future. That pillar is an unintended wall. I mean, I guess I could probably just send them down there now. They're hurt really badly, I think. How are you feeling? Probably not real great. Fractured, cut open, fractured, cut open, cut open, guts are fractured. Probably not feeling real hot. The other one can't even move, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and send the dwarves on down there. Hopefully they don't die. Go ahead, fellas. Head on down. That one's awfully spunky. Bad timing, man. Use your crossbows. Do not... Oh, man. Still a Draltha. You guys are across... Jeez. I have bad timing, man. Seriously. That was a badly hurt Draltha that just... Well, at least they're shooting at him now. I really don't need anything from you guys now. I've got Flux stone. I guess, yeah, just bring me some more steel. That would be great. And I guess some pig iron. Sure. Can't hurt. And electrum. I could make some electrum stuff. That's always good. Platinum, that'd be good. Whatever. I want those Dralthas and I want them now. There you go. That's the stuff. Where's the third one? The named one. I'm afraid of him. Okay, there we go. Ah, now we got some Draltha meat. That's a good start. Woodcutter. Oh, that probably means I have a new... Oh no, he's been there. Kubuk Lalum. I wish I could replace him. I actually had a guy that requested to be a noble that everyone hates, which... I'm making bolts. I'm making a ton, you whiner. Unfortunately, can't replace this particular baron. So, but if there's a vacancy, hey, keep you in mind, man. Another guy requested to be a badass military dwarf. Well, as close as I can get to that is my militia commander. So there you go, Ron Schobinson. Should probably trade, I guess. Oops, I'm really going the wrong way. That looked like I had some gold statues made up. Alright, friendship, you shithead. On a break. What a surprise. That's probably more than enough. But I think I'm gonna give a gift. Gift to the mountain home so that they like me. Oh, speaking of, let's not leave the bridge down. This is still a terrifying embark. And I'm due for a siege. I still haven't gotten an official siege. I've gotten... you guys can go back to practicing. I've gotten a lot of ambushes, but no sieges yet, which is really weird. I believe I'm in like the 4th year? 5th? I've only gotten 1 Forgotten Beast and 1 Cyclops too, so I guess my wealth isn't up to snuff, but I'm almost up to 6 million. I'm starting to make gold stuff, so we'll see. Hopefully it'll pick up here. I hate you, friendship. I hate you. I hate you. Come on, butchers, where are you at? I don't want those to rot. Yeah, there we go. Butcher those animals. And then you, I want you to get me some tallow. Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Why do I have 40 idle dwarves? I mean, I've got stuff for them to do, I think. Did I just see a horse wandering around? Stray... I don't see him. I haven't been doing the best. Oh, there he is. New addition. Starting to get some donkeys, so that's good. Get in there and butcher those guys. Let's make sure I have some butchers. I'm pretty sure I do, but I might have assigned them to something else. They don't have a lot of experience. I don't think they've had the opportunity to butcher anything, really. I mean, a couple. I just have the one. Well, you can be a butcher too, since you're not much of a doctor. Get those Dralthas butchered and get them done now. I do not want them to rot. That's a lot of meat. Looks like we're processing some plants. Oh, whatever. Managed to put in an appearance yet there, friendship, you shithead? There you go. Look at all that stuff. Oh, I'm starting to get some gold crafts. I don't really want to trade gold crafts right now. I'm going to save that and get rid of some of this. Sorry, I should probably cut this off, honestly. I got the Dralthas killed, that was cool. I'm going to butcher them. And I'll finally have some tallow. I also could do rock nuts, but tallow's just so much easier, so hopefully that's going to work out. And I'll have soap, and then geez, after that I guess I'll hop down into the 3rd cavern, start mining that adamantine, also known as candy, outfit my dwarves in that as well as steel, and be sitting pretty for breaking into hell. I meant that. That is my goal. I want to do that. This is a good fort to do it with. I'm actually afraid that the new patch is going to come out and it's just going to ruin my ambition to finish this fort, but at the moment, this is a good thing, so I'm going to keep on trucking. Besides, I don't think the new patch isn't going to have the graphics. It's going to have the ASCII graphics, and honestly, that's incomprehensible to me. I can't tell what the fuck I'm looking at, so if that's the case, which I'm pretty sure it is, I'll be playing this for a while yet anyway, so. Got a couple horses, that'll be nice. I'll just take all your barrels of whatever. Barrels are nice to have, as are buckets. A steel spear and a steel pick. To the point now that I can actually start trading for this stuff. I guess I'll take another steel pick, I suppose. I've got other things I want to spend or use my steel on, so. Gypsum plaster. I actually have gypsum plaster. I just need to make a kiln and I can do my own, but whatever. It doesn't hurt to get some. I'll get some wool and bags when I need that. It doesn't hurt. The more ingredients my guys have to cook with, that's always good. So, and having wool, just in case somebody gets in a mood or whatever. I've got plenty more to trade, don't you worry. Steel bolts, holy crap, those are expensive. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess just saying I've got a lot more to trade, but still, that is crazy. But I'd rather take their steel bolts than use mine. I'm still really stingy with my bends. I have plenty of wood now, but the time when I had none at all is just too fresh in my mind. Plus I think my tree farm is about ready to start producing. They take a little while, but it's about ready to start. Like that, wouldn't you? Ain't happening. You take the rock stuff and you'll like it. Oops. Save the gold for later on when if I really need something. I'll have it. I can do it in big chunks. Alright. Getting close to being back in the game even with those steel bolts. Plus it's good to get rid of all this shit. I mean, I'm making so much of it that it's nice to just kind of get rid of it. Apparently I made more gold crafts than I remember, because I actually had quite a few. It's nice to have legendary stone crafters. I mean, look at all this shit they spit out. Man, they sure are using a marble for a lot. I wish they wouldn't. Is that really necessary? No wonder I had to go mine more marble all the time. Half this stuff's made out of marble. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to disable that in the stockpiles. I can melt these. There's some food. I can always use food, especially fish and lobster and all that. Gets me shells, and I'll take your thread for my hospital. Backpacks, quivers, those are good. Giant steel axe blade. That'd make a good trap, but I've got enough for traps. Yeah, that looks about right. That should make him super happy, and it gets rid of a bunch of my crap too, so. I was going to give them a bit of a gift. Oops. Jeez. I might give them some of the gold as a gift. Just because it's already there. And it makes it easy. Here you go. Offer. You better, because that's a pretty sweet gift. Alright, get out of here. Whoop. Go back to your party or orgy or whatever the hell was going on with your friendship. There's a lot of idlers, so I just have a feeling good old friendship had something to do with it. He's just that kind of guy. Looks like my Dralthas are getting... Why aren't I rendering fat? Maybe he already did. If that's the case, then I need to make soap. You bastard! Do Dralthas not have fat? They should. Oh yeah, I mined out. I ran out of iron, so I went ahead and mined out a little bit extra. I didn't think I'd ever run out of iron, but I did. Might as well clean it out. Oh, I forgot to... Oops. Guess it doesn't really matter, but might as well keep it consistent. Okay. Alrighty. Well, you guys are probably bored out of your minds by now, so I will go ahead and cut this off. Come back if anything interesting happens. See ya. So, I just got done butchering 2 of the Dralthas, and my meat went from 70 to 315, so they are definitely worth butchering. Hoping I'm going to get some tallow. I was kind of jumping the gun earlier. I thought they'd already been butchered when they hadn't, so... Yeah, that's a lot of meat from 2 animals. Right now they're butchering the 3rd, so that was really good. Looks like some tallow just got taken out of there, so it's the stuff that looks like mud. Hoping, I think it has to be put into a... Aha! Yes! I want some damn soap. There's some tallow. Look at it all. Look at it all. Yes. So I'll finally have soap. Draltha soap. That'll be awesome. So steel production is going well. I've got a bunch of steel. Thinking I found a certain light blue metal that I am very interested in. The adamantine. So I'm thinking that might be my next step once I outfit my dwarves. I was kind of thinking I took a break, and I was kind of thinking probably one of the main reasons why my dwarves, my Mark's Dwarf squads died at things like badgers and whatnot is because they have no armor whatsoever. I realize that my eviscerated Brooks squad are currently using the no armor. So equipment. I want to go to uniforms, I think, man. No, that's not what I want to do. I'm actually pretty decent with this normally, but it's equipment, and then yeah, you can assign. I know it's okay. So anyway, well, I guess they're archer, but still, that's why they get destroyed. I don't know what archer armor is, but I guess I could look. What is archer armor? What does that consist of? So it's basically just leather. Oh, it's not horrible. So what's the difference? It's just melee. Gotcha. Well, I'm going to be making custom uniforms here pretty soon with all steel. And I'll record that just in case somebody isn't sure how to do that. So, yeah, I was wrong. I actually, looks like everyone's got most of their leather armor, most of the stuff that they have been able to steal from probably goblins, I'm guessing, because I never made any. That guy's missing a buckler, but for the most part, they're outfitted well enough. But I'm going to change them to all steel, with steel crossbows. And I think that might make them a little tougher. Plus, obviously, they just need more training, but I think that was part of the problem. So, that's my plan. Get my military a little more outfitted. I'm sure I'm so due for a siege. I still haven't had a siege. I've got... Hey, look, he shot a little catapult. I'm definitely due for a siege, even with all these ambushes I've had. So, I imagine that's coming soon. You probably noticed my FPS has dropped a ton, which is kind of random. I'm not sure really why. Hey, that's not right. Oh, I always build a floor, so they'll build that corner. And, I wonder if that rock fell and broke it. Does that happen? That'd be weird. Oh, there's a fortification there. Never mind, I don't know. I'm on crack, I guess. Don't worry. Let's just get rid of these stones. I don't like them there. They're throwing me off. Anyway, with all of these little videos put together, I'm probably up around an hour, so I figure I should probably cut this and upload it at some point. But yeah, that's my next plan, is fully outfit the military, get into the adamantine, aka candy, and oh yeah, I was gonna make showers in these at one point. I haven't gotten around to burrowing my legendary craft stores yet. I might do that too. I don't know if I should show that part or not. It's not super complicated. I'm sure a lot of people already know how to do that one, but I still need to do it. So I'll get that done. Just some more of the infrastructure style stuff. How come this has never been used? From top to bottom, Bronze Master training. You know, the thing about ranged is actually when they're set to train, a lot of times they don't actually shoot. It's kind of weird that neither of them are in their barracks either. Anyway, I should probably just take them off training and let them run around, because that's when they actually will shoot at those targets. So I'll do that in a little while. But yeah, I've got housing, my pit. There's really no reason to build these fortifications, I just think it's kind of neat, so go ahead and build these, I suppose, out of olivine, if I have any left. There we go. Just to keep it the same as the other ones, I suppose. Olivine, where are you at? There we go. Might throw the goblins down there, give my guys a little bit more practice. Oh, and I really wanna catch a giant cave spider. So the way I've always done that is set like a table or something out, because giant cave spiders are building destroyers. Set like a table out surrounded by cage traps, so when they go for the table or cabinet or whatever it happens to be, that's just in the middle of a bunch of cage traps, so that's an easy way to catch them. And then start a silk industry, and I'll also set it up so I get some cages webbed so that I can catch forgotten beasts and stuff like that, which will be cool. So that'll probably be the next video though, because this one's definitely gotten pretty long. Anyway, if anyone would like me to go over something, just let me know in the comments. I did have one request to go over the military more, so I'll save that for when like I said, I'm setting up my new squad and outfitting my current crossbow dwarves, Mark's dwarves, because that's pretty much, I have to do it anyway, so I'll just show it then. Pretty much everyone that asks to be dwarfed has been dwarfed, so you'll probably see your name. Weaponsmith's Kogan Toril. I don't think anyone asked to be a weaponsmith yet. I know somebody wanted to be an armor smith, and that's done. But anyway, if you haven't been dwarfed and you want to be dwarfed, just let me know and I will get you in here. So until the next video, I'll sign it off. See you later.